Welcome back to another video of the Carlos Perez playthrough. Thank you guys for coming in. Sit on down, enjoy a little bit of the content here. We are just looking at where we have our engineers, our first real big buildings that we're kind of working on right now. And hopefully by the end of this one, we can at least get into the investor phase. Now, I'm not promising anything. We're still very far away. But the things that I think we need to focus on here, spectacles, getting that supply chain running. I also think we need to get our money working for us a little bit more. We have a lot of cash. So let's think about, hey, we can spend way more money than we probably thought we could have on a lot more resources. And I think we're going to have to work a lot more on extracting more resources from our islands. So, the one thing that I can think of right now is zinc. We have 2 zinc there. I'm thinking that 2 zinc mines at least would help us out a lot right now. Looks like we're going to need a boat at least. So let's look for an open ship here. Have one on the main island, so perfect. These guys, okay. Have a lot of wood here right now. I don't know where to put it. Here's a ship that's available. Let's have this ship trade. It just makes more sense, I think, right now. For steel, yeah, we're gonna need a lot. We're gonna need at least 30 to 40 steel. We'll send over more now. You know, we have enough resources for it. One thing I am thinking about right now is we need boats and we need military power. So I'm going to build our first ship of the line. That's going to help us out immensely when it comes to, it seems like a very aggressive AI that's attacking us right now. So there's, yeah, we're just going to clear it out. Trying to think about what other resources right now that we could take advantage of. We have that. We also have 4 coal mines on this island. To build a coal mine, let's see exactly what that's going to require. If I can find a supply chain with coal mines. Nope. I think this is the artisan phase we need. Okay. 5 brick. So actually, we could build the coal mines right now if we really wanted to. And all we'd really need is just a ship to bring it over on. So let's do that. Yeah, I forgot he's going to despise us for doing this, but to be honest, we need it. So right now we're just thinking about, hey, let's develop our raw inputs and try to get things moving here. So a lot of good mining here. We'll bring in a bunch of coal to the main island. Perfect. And we will connect these guys. Good thing we have plenty of workers to do all this. So that is not a problem. And there you go. Just like that, we've developed all 4 of our coal mines. We also have an iron mine on this island. Trying to think, should we develop it? Should we not? We also have iron mines here. Might be better just to develop these iron mines for now. Yeah, let's do that. Because this is already a pretty developed area. He's so mad at us for building these mines. Sorry, buddy. It's nothing personal. So, we've built pretty extensive mineral inputs. You know, I'm just thinking, screw it. Let's just build the 1 iron mine here. Why not? It makes sense. It's close enough to this warehouse that we've already built. We need raw input. And that's how we're going to get it. Take it from our islands. Another thing we have is plenty of clippers at this point to think about, hey, let's put stuff down. Let's find an empty one, although that seems to be harder than it should be right now. I know we have this one. Although, well, we can drop the wood here. I'm not too concerned about... Yeah, we'll just drop this for now. And then let's set up a route, especially here. Just say, hey, bring us all your iron and your coal. This is the coal island that...
If you don't make a change, most often no one will.
Offering a delivery request here. So this way we don't have to worry too much about our own imports that we have going on right now. Okay, he wants this.
If you have to, you incline to what is right.
What the heck?
Get out there, make your case.
Have a ship working right now, it seems. Oh, okay, we put it on this guy. Take the boy to Archibald Blake's warehouse or Eli. Let's take him to Archibald. Eli's gonna probably imprison this guy. We can just drop the wood. I mean, we have plenty. As much as it is a waste, I mean, we just don't need it. We're gonna have to also think about, okay, what we've just done a ton of mining, mainly because right here we obviously need more resources here. So we're gonna bring in a lot of raw minerals. We don't need a lot of steel. Trying to think what else we could do here. Yeah, we just need ships. And unfortunately, the power plant, if attached to a shipyard, is also doubled in its speed. However, you know, I'm not quite sure what to do here. Also think about offshoring the wool. These guys, okay. Well, we can do this. Upgrade their holding capacity. That's perfect. And let's just dump off the brick and the wood. Perfect. We should have enough pig farms going right now, hopefully. We can upgrade them too. And let's do the same for the potatoes, because there seems to be some sort of backlog here. So let's just upgrade those as well. Also just want to like separate. Yeah, I'll do that. Separate them so that it just doesn't make sense right now what we're doing. We'll build that road. It doesn't look great, but this is just for now. Okay, I did promise we would get zinc mines going. And there are 2 here, although our friend George Smith is going to hate us for building these out. We're going to do it anyway. I mean, we need to fulfill the spectacle supply chain here for our guys. Okay, we're going to need more concrete, windows, and a lot of stuff here, so let's do this. Oh wait, we already have it. What am I thinking? Perfect. Okay, we already had that. I forgot. I thought because we built the steel mine, we would need to do more there. We don't. So perfect. And there you go. 2 new mines. We should think about probably building faster roads out here. Probably would help if that's connected. Everything should be connected to this warehouse. I'd like to upgrade it, but unfortunately we don't have it. That's one thing we should send this ship to go get. Say, hey, go back to the port here. Go pick us up some brick. We gotta expand these warehouses and expand these roads, and there's plenty of brick here on the main island. So we'll go ahead and send them to do that. This ship, I just want to make sure we're bringing in pigs, because I remember last time... Okay, we are. So that's good to see. Last time that was going to be an issue. What are these guys doing? Okay, here's the pig one. And they might be out of pigs right now. Just worried about their consumption, making sure they're keeping up. It does seem we lost... Well, what happened here? Yeah, just our intake is way more. We probably need to just build out more engineers to get a higher class of consumer. We really don't need the artisans for this. So let's do that. Build these neighborhoods. Boom, just like that. Putting good use to our building materials that we have. I like to see that. This warehouse, yeah, we can upgrade it. I mean, no reason to have a lackluster warehouse there. I also am just like not very concerned for the attractiveness of our city. I mean, we get income from it. Yeah, but it's just not worth working so hard to offshore so much industry. I think if it's not electric or if it can't be electrified, then we'll offshore it for now. But most of this stuff is just going to benefit from being here, and we're going to spend way less pops than if we had offshored all this stuff. We could just cut this in half, potentially. I don't know what this guy's carrying. Yeah, he's got oil. I can't tell if he's able to bring it straight to this. That's interesting. We should think about our train line soon. Maybe not right now. We're low on our workers here. Obviously, we've offshored a lot of that. Okay. Let's see where we're at. We're very close to having enough engineers to build our first. Oh, well, we can bring him back. Let's upgrade this guy if we can. We can't. Build these guys up. Okay, there we go. So we've got our supply chains. And let's think about coffee. Basically, I think last episode we spent most of our time in the old world. Now we can probably focus way more time on building out a coffee supply chain, which we have on this island. This is our biggest island right now. Let's think about if it makes sense anywhere else. Does it make sense to have the coffee here? I don't think it does. I mean, there's just a lot of minerals on this island. I think it makes more sense to build it out on this island. And we're gonna need, yeah, we're gonna need more. So let's do that. We have the Cotton Island part there. Let's build coffee like somewhere right here. There you go.
Can recognize a cruel master.
Okay, and we will slap down. We'll see. So we need to build out this population because at the moment we're not benefiting in that sense. We need at least 300 more upper class workers here. Okay. And while that's going, we have a surplus of kind of the lower class worker. Let's build these guys up to be a section of, yep, nicer housing. How many do we need? We need at least 300. Now let's just think about what these guys consume. Yeah, we don't have anything. We need beef and corn production.
You're ready.
There we go. Fulfill this mission here. I didn't get anything for that. Let's go back. I sent this guy over here.
Flagship at your service.
We got gold. Deliver to Smith's. Okay, we'll bring it back to Smith. I think hopefully he'll be happy with us. And look at that, just adding the engineers really helped out our consumption. We're at a much higher tier. Let's just see. Curious where we're at on some of this stuff. A lot of it's imports. And we're importing almost all this stuff at this point. Sausage could be better. Let's think about this. We probably could be getting better flour.
Check copy.
Barley, that's an import. Wool, we do need to do something about, I feel like. 'Cause we have a lot of wool. 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 We have a lot of Okay, there's a few things that aren't imports that we do need to check up on. Well, this is great. Pretty good magazine. I'll just publish it. See, so now we just lost our consumption. So we're losing quite a bit of money here. Let's do this. We're gonna open up a new sausage factory. Hopefully we have enough pigs to do it. Yeah, we have plenty. What was the other thing we were down on? Wool. So I really want to offshore wool. We could probably do it here. I mean, this is a good spot. Yeah, let's think about just putting the wool here. I don't see why not. Obviously, we're cutting down a lot to do it, but I think it's going to be better here. So we'll set this up. Perfect. We can have a bunch of these guys. How much is it? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if we build at least 5 here, we'll have 20 income of this every minute. That should be like perfect level. And we will build warehouses on either side of this supply chain right now. Perfect. Huge wool production here. What else? We need a ship to bring it in. Turmoil. Let's set these guys to go say, hey, go pick up all the wool and bring it over to the island. And then we can get rid of our own wool. I mean, it's pretty quick right now to offload a lot of this input. Yep, there we go. Okay, we'll send that guy out. How's our ship coming along? It's taking forever to build, but it's coming in sooner than later. Yeah, we have a lot of ships, and here's where we're going to start seeing some bottlenecks where everyone's trying to come into our ports because we're bringing in so much. One thing we can do is upgrade to get some more workers. Perfect. Okay. And let's see. In the new world, here's where we need to build some corn for the tortillas.
What can I do for you?
Build this out real quick. We won't need too much. That will come later, I think. There we go. And we can build 1 tortilla maker. Perfect. So that will help with consumption there. Right now, these guys don't need much else. They're very happy, so that's good to see. Yeah, we're going to need a bigger population. So let's think about that right now. Build all this out. Perfect. So we will keep this all going. Still trying to get to 300, so we'll probably need way more.
You've got something for me, haven't you?
Sure do.
Such kindness humbles me.
Okay, he's happy with us. That's good. Yeah, we gotta work on our income is really bad right now.
New orders?
Okay, we delivered it. Is the mission over? Seems like it. It should mean the ship goes away, but they're not moving yet. Okay, that's okay. Things are solid right now. What else can we build? We need copper. Do we have a ship bringing in our zinc? That's a question. We don't. We're going to need that. And also, are any of these New World imports? Just because I want to classify them. Okay, they're not. Okay, let's think about bringing in a ship to bring in the zinc. Well, then, we don't have zinc mines here yet, do we? We do. We just didn't connect them. And they're not connected right now. Where to build it? Where to build it? We can just build it there for now. That's fine. This one. Are they reaching? They are. We need a lot of brick on this island. So let's do that. Because I think this... Let's just load up this whole boat with as much brick as we can get. And just send it over. Because we're going to need to develop all these roads that we have. Send it out. We have a lot of roads. Just none of them are very fast. How much brick do they have? Okay. How about these guys? Yeah, none of them really have much brick. So we're going to think about that. I don't mind what we're doing right now, but we do need to work on that. Look at our income. We're just going to get crushed here if we don't do something about this. Okay. Maybe real quick we'll get more engineers. Not that we really need them per se, but we do need the income. Ooh, I'm really hoping no one bought shares in my islands. Not that one. I saw a notification and I just want to make sure that they're not trying to take over my island right now. Okay, they have this one. Yeah, we need to keep them off. See, that's what happens. They start buying shares in your island. The game needs to do a better job at notifying you when that's happening. Because I feel like at this moment, that's not really... they're not really warning you. Okay, we bought out the shares. So good. Okay. We don't have enough for the coffee. Hopefully, this is figuring itself out. It hasn't yet.
What brings you here?
Okay, they will be soon. So that's good. We can upgrade more. Much more. So let's do that. These guys can move up. So can these guys. And those guys as well. Perfect. I'll real quickly build a few more because it looks like we're going to be down a little bit. Do we have enough for coffee? We just got enough for coffee. Perfect. This is where we're going to need a lot of workers.
I would appreciate your help. Here's a revolutionary new idea.
They want 16 weapons. It's quite a bit. One thing I'm realizing is we have a lot of weapons probably, but not a lot of defenses. It's been because we've been able to maintain a lot of good peace, but we'll think about it. If we do send weapons over, though, they're just going to consume it. Well, and one thing I got to think about is what are our consumptions on the main island here? Are we fulfilling everyone's needs? Let's see. That's saying we are. We're not even fulfilling the bikes, so let's do that for sure. Let's just make sure consumption makes sense. These are all seemingly imports. So I'm happy with that. Yeah, this is just where it gets crazy. You just gotta overfeed, I feel like, your inputs because everything is gonna tell you that you're not fulfilling enough. Let's think about furs here for a second. We have a ton of that. Yeah, we can open up another... well, we don't have enough workers, of course. Engineers are really pulling us ahead here. We should think about fulfilling more of their demand. Yeah, we need a spectacle factory. We also need to develop our copper. Let's do that real quick. We'll build a copper mine. We can't? Oh, we sent away all our brick. Whoops. I don't think we have any brick production. Do we have any clay? We don't. Oh god, okay. Here's where we're screwing ourselves. Yeah, we shut down our brick production quite a while ago. I think we only developed the 2 as well. Let's keep going here.
There's a lot to earn.
Let's get more workers for that. We're very low. It's ready to go. Let's just do this for now. Need more wood at this point, which we threw all that wood in the river. Okay, we're fine there. I know we're bringing over a ton of brick. Where's this ship?
A new commission?
It's just going really slow because it's so loaded. Okay, that's fine. This island, are they happy with us? Are they not? Yeah, we're fulfilling demand now. It's saying we can build the coffee. So let's think about this. Coffee. So yeah, we can build, it seems, for every 2 coffee plantations, we can build a roaster. So let's go ahead and do that. See where this makes sense. That's perfect. Lovely. Okay. And we can build a few of these guys. They're big farms. Wow. So right now, every 2 of those guys would service 1 of these. Build it like that for now, and then 2 warehouses. Let's go with that. That's perfect. Lovely. So now we have coffee going. We'll add that to our tracker here, just so we know how much we have coming in right now. We'll have to send over our first ship probably.
Ship constructed.
Oh wow, we just finished our first big ship.
Just say the word.
That ship is barely moving. Perfect. Our first ship of the line. That's great.
On our way.
We can build another one. Well, if we had the wood. If we had the wood production for it. It's probably because we shut down all these guys. Yeah, we probably need to get that going again. Although we have no wood. That's crazy. Okay, we need to build out more wood lumberjacks or get it from another island. There's a lot of space over here. Okay. Well, let's do this. We're not have enough to get across. No, shoot. Yeah, we're gonna just have to go get some resources from one of these islands. We have plenty, but just need to build it out at this point. One thing we can do, we can get probably rid of these wool farms now that we have someone bringing in wool. So let's get rid of them. I think we can risk it.
How do?
There you go. We just cleared out more. What warehouse are they feeding into? I guess this one. So we'll build it like that. We can get rid of all this excess road that we have. Too much. This isn't going anywhere. We can also like pull down our housing. Bring this down. And that. Probably all this as well. Just unnecessary. Okay. Definitely simplifying things here for ourselves. Okay, this doesn't help. We need we need these camps going. Okay. And I think probably, yeah, here they go. We just have a lot going on right now, building out the efficiencies here. Okay. We'll put in this brick, and we will start building out the major brick roads that we want here. Perfect. Some of these roads are unnecessary, but I just like looking at with it all built out. There you go. We can also think about upgrading some warehouses. Like those 2. This guy, he probably doesn't need it.
Just say the word.
Although, wait, it didn't even let me. There you go. Perfect. Build out these roads. And this. Okay, unfortunately, we are not going to have enough. So we got to be a little bit more strategic here. Yeah, let's build it out like this. Build it out there. Perfect. What's interesting to me, I did not build a road here. So it must be, I don't know how it's connected. Must be connected through the warehouse. I didn't know that was possible. Yeah, it's a lot of road. Build it there. Ah, okay. Well, we ran out of all our brick trying to build all these roads. We were just barely there, but still, the island's going to be much more efficient now that we did all that. What I do want to do is say, hey, to this ship, go to the New World. And you're going to be our coffee ship, bringing in all that coffee that we just started. Consumer. Yeah, not a lot of coffee right now, but by the time it gets there, there should be a ton in storage. And we'll say, hey, bring it back and dump it off. Perfect. And we will file that away as one of our New World imports. Perfect. Okay. I do see our citizens have a little request for us, so let's see what they want.
Save me from this tortuous perplexity.
Okay.
A victim of my own satisfaction.
We have plenty of room for you guys.
I become entitled.
Yeah, we're losing a ton of money.
You wield the torch of hope.
Yep.
Rainbows follow you.
Oh, wow. Okay. So that's going to be good for... Okay. We can build out our first museum even, if we really want to. Might as well just do that here. Let's relocate these houses. And we will build our first museum. Wonderful. Of course, we can't do it. Gonna need to think more about how we're gonna develop this. It is gonna cost us quite a bit of influence just to get this going. That's okay for now. And we can put a little garden here. A little walkway. Okay. Oh, I thought we had it. I guess we can't build the mosaic. Let's change that. Yeah, let's change the mosaic painting or pavement. Change it to a regular tile here. And we will build it. Perfect. So here's our first museum. We'll add in the little coin they gave us to our first museum. Perfect. We'll have to probably replace these or move them somewhere else later, but we'll leave them there for now. We're still just not getting the income we really need. We could get it. Let's see. I mean, right now, as far as consumer products are concerned, we're doing pretty well. Yeah, it's all input, so it's not going to be a benefit or, well,
Ship of the line reporting in.
I think we shouldn't, yeah. We sent these guys to go pick up a bunch of wood for us. We'll fill this up. Okay. And we will send them back. Come on over. City is coming along. We're just losing a ton of money at this point. Spending a lot. We could probably benefit from having one more coffee, but I think for now, let's just leave it. I don't want to go too crazy on all this. Okay. He did buy shares from me, so that's good. Uh-oh, we have a fire going on. Let's mobilize these guys. That is never good. Not too concerned about that. I think we'll have that under control pretty quickly. Let's think here. Okay. I believe really what we need right now is 2 copper mines, but we don't have 1. Okay, let's build out the copper mine. It's just we need timber. We need some wood. Okay, well, we need to work on that.
Ceasefire has ended.
Yeah, once we get that supply chain going, it won't be very profitable, but at least somewhat.
Ceasefire has ended.
Oh, I'm hoping these are not our ceasefires. It is. Make sure we get that one going as fast as we can.
You're right. We need something.
Okay, he's happy with us. Let's flatter. Ooh.
How could I possibly?
Okay, with her, let's offer her a gift.
Fine. Tough as nails,
Mm.
you say?
Okay.
A handful of pretty tough.
I know you won't find any loose ends. More money is always good.
Give him some money.
Did I hear that nonsense? In one ear, out the other.
He's supposed to be our friend. Let's offer him a gift.
My art is banal.
He just does not like us. We might have to go to war with Arthur pretty soon here. I mean, not pretty soon, but he's not a fan of ours. Let's bring in the timber that we just brought. That's perfect. First things first, well, we can get a ship going. Let's do that real quick. And then let's build out our copper mines. We're gonna need to have to build a dirt road to get across that. Build a warehouse here for them. And for these guys, it's kind of right on top of where all this is. You probably almost get it. Okay, we just got a bunch of bricks, so that's perfect. Build that out. Probably build this out as well.
A competitor raised a settlement.
Perfect. Yeah, our whole island has this, so that's perfect. Okay, they raised a settlement. Another one, huh? Yeah, we're gonna need our ships here. So now that we have 2 copper mines and 2 zinc mines, I believe, we can think about, hey, let's build this spectacle factory. We're gonna need a brass smelt, so we're pretty close. Yeah, let's just build the foundations of it right now. We don't have the brick for it yet, but that's coming. We can build this here. Not the mine, obviously. The brass, huh? No space to put it. Put it right there. That's perfect. And we will build this out. Just need the brick. It's going to take a ding on our attractiveness of the city, but that's okay for now. We also need to think about pocket watches. We're going to need a lot of gold from the New World. We have 4 islands, so hopefully that's achievable. Actually, let's think about this. Yeah, we have 4 gold mines here. None, 3, 6. Okay. You need at least 100 to get them going. I mean, there's a lot of gold on this island. The only thing is I just don't have a population base here yet. So I think maybe for the short term, let's just think about building out these. We're gonna need at least 400 to get it all going. So, I mean, we might even be able to get it if we just upgrade some more of this housing here. Yeah, we'll just upgrade this. Perfect.
You reached a new milestone.
Once those pops get fulfilled, they should be happier with us. We can build a boxing mine. Or boxing arena. So let's build that. That's going to make them happy. And here's the next thing we're going to need. Okay. And we have enough brick for it too, so that's good. Okay, where are these gold mines? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, we have them in 2 parts of the island. So let's do this. Build out a road like this. Over to the middle. This is really dense forest. And we will build our first 2 gold mines. Perfect. Build them a warehouse to go to. Okay. Ooh, okay. There you go. We can even move that warehouse. Perfect. And we have exactly 200, so that's amazing. We can just build out these gold mines as well. Perfect.
You think my memory of that day might
Oh,
have
he's so mad at us for building these mines. Sorry, dude. We just have to build them. Nothing personal. Nothing whatsoever. Okay. We'll build the warehouse right here. So that's going to be hugely important for us. We can probably think about dedicating maybe like a skipper, a smaller ship to it, if we have one, which at the moment we don't have a free one. So let's not worry about it for now. We'll get that after this ship. Perfect. And we'll just let them accumulate the gold right now. And then we can think about building pocket watches.
Look sharp.
We'll get the brass smelt going. We have warehouses aplenty here. We do need one here. Just need more brick. I mean, honestly, we could probably just get rid of this road for now. I don't think we're going to develop out here anytime soon. And this is going to get probably... Yeah, that's going to get the brick that we need. Yeah, let's just be smart about it and do it that way. That's just easier, I feel like. Okay. So now we have the Spectacle Factory going. We should have enough. We have 2 copper mines, and we have a ship bringing in ample supplies of zinc, so we should be good there. Right now we're at 4,000. Yeah, we're pushing it for sure. We got to think about really just upgrading a lot of this population that we have, because these guys just aren't servicing us in the consumption that we need. Okay, we did that. The next thing would be is, yeah, let's get these workers going as well. Yeah, we just don't have enough wood again. So we're going to have to send this guy to another island to go pick up enough wood. Let's send him over here and tell him to bring in some more. Because right now this is not a sustainable balance that we could have right now. Hopefully by the next newspaper we can use another propaganda to get income up. But at the moment, that is a worrisome number. We got to get this income up. And we have the population to do it. We just need to be careful about our consumption right now because we're being a bit dramatic. Yeah, see, fish. Fish is now, we need more. Let's see, what else? That's a consumer good. Schnapps, we're going to need more. How's our potatoes? We have plenty of potatoes, so we can build another schnapp factory. That's no problem. let's lay that down. Thinking about building out some more houses. Yeah, we just don't have the wood right now. And then another, yeah, fish. Tear that down. Yeah, we need another fish, fishery here. We just need a space to put it. So we'll put it here, but we just need a way to get to it. Perfect. Okay, that should help us with the fish. What else do we need? So yeah, I mean, right now, all this other stuff, these are all imports. I think we're gonna be okay here. Trying to think what else. Spectacles are coming. Pocket watches would be probably maybe next. So I feel good about what we just did there. We just need more wood. Let's see about this guy. Did they make it to the island? They did. Perfect. So we'll take all the wood. They're not using it. We could definitely use it though right now at the main island. And we need a schooner. Yeah, we built a lot. We have the income or at least the cash to do it, but we are pressing it with our balance right now. We've got to fix this balance issue. We can build that guy out. Get them producing bricks again. We just went through a ton of building materials, and now we got to fix it. What are these guys doing? Oh, full output. Okay, that's impressive. We have full fur coats. Oh wow, we do. Okay, where's the ship that we have bringing fur coats back and forth? Oh wow, we have this guy here too. Okay, first thing we gotta do is sell.
The people celebrate your leadership.
Actually, we can even use this schooner. Let's make this. Yeah. Okay, we're gonna use this ship. We're gonna delete this trade route. And we're gonna say, hey, go to the New World. And go to... which island was it? I think it was this island. Yeah. And we're gonna say, hey, bring in all the gold you can get. Gold doesn't produce that fast, but... this way we can get the pocket watches going. So we'll start that. This guy's got to get moving. We have a ton of fur coats to sell. Hopefully he has a full boat. Okay, I don't even see him. Here they are. Is he coming back? Okay, he's coming back and he's about to pick it all up. So that's good. A curious capital, huh? Okay. I think we've evened out our production. We can maybe think about building... well, right now we're overproducing on our fur coats. We have way too much. It's a big source of our income. Did we bring in that wood yet?
Something you've done makes sense.
He's very happy that we increased working hours. We really just did it for engineers. And they're perfectly fine with that.
Flagship ready for orders.
Okay. Bring in this wood.
Ship constructed.
Coordinates plotted.
Perfect. And we have another ship of the line. That's perfect. Okay, let's build more clippers.
What you have to.
Because we're going to need to be doing some more trade. And now it's... essentially, it's population. We got to build out this population. Okay. Perfect. Are we going to have enough? Yeah, just barely. Need more brick at this point. Hopefully that's going to get this balance up, though. Let's look at what that did to our consumptions. Wow, 30. We need 30 coal. Hopefully we're bringing in enough. We should be. We have huge mineral input, though, that we need. Let's see. Yeah, all this stuff, all imports. So as long as that's happening and I'm not seeing too much bad stuff, I mean, these,
Formula is incomplete.
we just stood up these
We've
industries,
selected
so
the
it should be
requisite
okay.
materials.
Though zinc, I mean, we should be bringing in zinc. We've been doing it. Yeah, right now iron.
Ceasefire has ended.
We'll have to think about what we're going to do with the iron, because it looks like we're not bringing in enough. Okay, it doesn't help that we're not bringing...
Where do we take the stuff without a warehouse?
How can you not reach? Okay, he can't reach.
Our respects engineers.
We'll put it there, and that should help it reach. So that's an easy fix. Let's see about this island. I think we have all 3 iron mines going. Yeah, we have all 3 iron mines going, and we still don't have enough. That's crazy. Okay. Yeah, we just have a lot of demand for these inputs. Not a bad thing. Another thing we're going to have to think about is to make these guys happy, we're going to have to fulfill their electricity demand that they'll be having. We also have coffee, so that's coming in. Let's just see. Can we build more for these guys? We probably could. Pocket watches are going to come. So I say let's get to the 1750, and we'll get to a point where we can build out the rest of, I think, the engineer supply chain. Good thing everyone's happy. I don't know if we'll have enough building material. Okay. We've got more engineers. Right now we're just struggling on brick. We need way more brick, and I think we have buy orders on everything, but... Oh yeah, we just spent all of our wood. Let's see where we can go grab some more. Yeah, let's go to this island and grab some more. Just don't have enough at this point. And the only reason I don't have these guys going is because we need the wood for other consumption. I mean, we could build out more here. Let's think about building out, yeah, more logging. We have kind of like this corner of the island, we could think about doing this. And let's just do it. It's kind of a low-end input at this point, but it's needed. Build a warehouse just like that. Okay. Yeah, we'll just do it. And we can just connect them here. As awkward as that looks, I think that's going to help out. And then hopefully that just means we can just turn these guys on at this point. Let's just turn those guys on, and then we're going to fix all this wood issues that we're having. We probably need more brick as well. Though at this point with the negative, I'm dubious to do it. We can at least get the clay pits going. Yeah, let's just do that. Well, we can. Oh wow, and I didn't know the clay pit could be electrified as well. So that's good. It's getting some benefit there. And it will here once we build it. Is our clipper here yet? The flagship's still coming. Although wait, we sent him to another island. Here we go. So we'll just say, hey, bring in all this stuff. And we'll bring him over here. Got another clipper. Perfect. That will help out with trade. We're still at 2,000. Surprised this isn't fulfilling. It says it still needs zinc. Okay, I thought we had a trade route. Maybe we don't have a trade route for zinc yet. Yeah, we don't. Okay, that's the problem. We have a bunch of buildings out. Okay, we'll just say, hey, for now, go pick up those zinc. How much do we have? Oh yeah, we have a ton. Zinc, zinc. Let's just say bring iron as well. Okay, hopefully that helps us with our mineral concerns. Building on another clipper. Well, actually... Oh, okay, so because of the celebrations we have going on right now, we have a better... See, this is where you're going to get... You should be careful. Our productivity is very good right now, but it's the only reason it's really good is because of this benefit. So we can't build out too lean of a workforce, or else when this ends, we're gonna get caught. That's just one thing to keep your eye on. Okay. Yeah, schnapps, we have full production. Okay. We can build out this clay pit. So now we've developed all of our clay pits now. Probably think about moving over. Let's think about moving these guys because they can be electrified and it doesn't really matter if they're near the clay pits or not. And actually there's a lot of space here. So let's move our brick builders into an electrified zone. That way we can benefit from all that. This way we don't have to, yeah. We should have enough. That's gonna help. Let's look at the consumption on the brick industry because that should really help out where our brick issues are coming from. So right now, yeah, we can supply 8. Let's look at the clay. Demand for 8. So we could do one. We could even do another one if we wanted to. This gets us 8. 4 gets us 8. Let's just match what we have in production here. And hopefully it's enough to we can just say goodbye to importing all the brick that we have been. Although it's been beneficial. Okay, yeah, 12. Yeah, I think we're 12 for 12 now here. So that industry's flattened out. That's perfect. We have plenty of wood now. And we can even think about, hey, move these guys over because they also consume. Yeah, they would fit perfectly there. These guys can also use electricity, so it might be better just to have them here since we do have now a surplus of wood supply. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. That's perfect. Make sure we didn't go way too over. Let's see where we're at there. 32, and I think we're supplying 30 at least. Yeah, demand for 40. We're supplying 30. We're going to need more. Okay, let's just do it. We'll bring in some more loggers here. Yeah, we'll just do that for now. We're taking out all the trees on our island, but that's okay. I think our production here, this was needed. We really need these materials. Perfect. So that should even out where we're at there. We shouldn't have to bring in too much wood now. He's so mad at us.
New orders?
Okay, we'll just plop this wood here for now. And I think we can even think about building out more engineer housing from our artisans. So let's do that. Oh, he bought a share in our island. Okay, we gotta stop this. Oh, we lost some workers. Okay, one thing we need to stop him from is this. Buy him out for quite a bit. We need way more workers here. We'll slap this down. And I think, you know, we're getting pretty close to fulfilling most of the engineered demands. So that's pretty good to see. One thing we should add to this tracker is the mineral for gold. Seems like our boat came through, though, to pick it up. Yeah, 24. So perfect. We can get watches going here once that comes through to the new world. Our demand's not being met. That's the question right now. Let's look at consumption. We might have too much. Yeah, we need more plantain, more ponchos. We need a lot at this point. Oh god, yeah. Can the tortilla? Yeah, we could do more on the tortilla. Well, but the demand's only the one. So really we just need more plantain, more ponchos. Let's do that real quick. Let's build out more alpaca farms. Put these here. Perfect. Build it like that. And we probably need another warehouse here as well. We're kind of overburdening this area. We can build another banana farm. Perfect. These are all 30, so we're going to need one more of these guys as well. Oh, we're losing all of our guys. Yeah, we don't have enough tortillas. Okay, that's going to be the next thing. Oh, we have another fire on this island. Jeez, it's very prone to fires. We need more corn, it seems. So let's copy this. We'll slap down that. And then we'll also copy another corn farm here. And we can put them. Perfect. Slots right in. And I believe...
Teach you how it works.
Yeah, I believe these guys produce more. So this should catch up. Let's see. That's 30 seconds. Everything else is a minute. So that's perfect. That's at full capacity at this point. That'll even out. Okay. Let's go back. Oh, and also look at our diplomacy here. Yeah, we're about to lose our ceasefire. Okay, and our balance is kind of getting matched. There you go. We can build that guy out. And I think we're building out spectacles. So that's perfect. Most of these demands should be being met now. Yeah, see, now they want electricity. That's going to be a big investment. And I'm dubious about where we'll put it. I might put it nowhere near the water so that we can fulfill this, but yeah. Oh, look at this. It's just shredding now. Perfect. And look how much money engineers bring in. That's plus 15,000. That's one of the better ones here. Yeah, our balance seems to be definitely figuring its way out. Making sure we have coffee. Yeah, we have plenty of coffee for these guys, hopefully. Hopefully we're bringing in more. Okay. Well, guys, I think we will end it here. And I'll kind of just do a quick wrap up here. You know, we haven't changed much in production here. We're still, I think, very lean, and I think we've moved over a few more industries like the sawmills and the brick producers. And that's going to really help our building materials. I mean, they're already very strong, I feel like, but it's just going to help even more. The next thing I'm thinking, because we've really expanded our engineers. I mean, I think it was just these 2 blocks. Now we're up to, 8 blocks of engineers. The next thing we'll need is to provide them some sort of electricity and light bulbs. Those supply chains have opened up, so that will be next. Also stopwatches or pocket watches. So we'll do that. We have our first museum and zoo both going at this point. And we built out some mines. The only thing I can also think is we've just expanded... Okay. The only thing I can think of right now is that we have, expanded some more of our inputs that we're farming from out here, more of our mines. I know we built a ton of mines out here and here. And in the new world, I think we're going to benefit a lot from building out, the coffee supply chain that we've done. We've built out the gold supply chain, and all that's going to feed back in. So at this point, I feel good about our balance. We've recovered the balance, which is kind of the goal that we set out, I think, at the beginning of this game. We have good cash, our population's strong, we have a ton of influence that we could probably be spending more efficiently. And I think the next episode, we're going to think about getting the engineers to the fullest, getting our first investors out of the main island here, and could also be thinking about some of the bottlenecks that we're experiencing here. We have our first big ships. We can even get another one going just for now, but everything seems to be coming along, so I'm very happy with where we're at. And like I said, like next time, I think we should really think about getting our first investors, which we are very close to. Really just more about building out our first energy plant for civilian capacity. So I will wrap this episode up here. I think we're very set, we're in a very strong position, and hopefully next time we'll have our first investors. So thank you again, guys, for tuning in. As always, like, comment, subscribe. Let me know how I can improve these videos. And like I said, hopefully next episode, we're getting to the investor phase. All right, I'll sign off for now. See you guys.